Oh, man. What the hell is going on here? What is the deal, everybody? Welcome to a most splendiferous occasion. Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. Listen, guys, you know how it goes. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Pay your bar tabs. Share this out. If you are on Twitter and you want to participate in the Madcap Fun at Raider Nation Unlimited, please join us on YouTube at Wasted Talent Raiders. It is time for me to give my shout outs and salutations. We do not have over 100 in the room. You know we like to have 100 in the room. Tell a friend and tell a friend, damn it. Alrighty now. Oh my God. And look what happens as soon as we come on the air. My brother, Intel, keeping the lights on at Raider Nation Unlimited. Thank you for the $99 holla. My brother, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Intel. Yo, this man's been down by law and will stay down by law. My God, I appreciate you, my brother. Yo, we got to get on and we got to give our shout outs to everybody who's in the place. My guy, OG R8R. Finally, OG Wasted is back in a place to be. Foxy06, Wasted in the house, my favorite content creator. Thank you. I'm my favorite content creator too. Thank you so much, Foxy. Appreciate you. Bernard Brooks, Wasted. What's good? Raiders need to pay JJ or New England might pick him up. I don't know about that, bro. My guy, Black, who you think they got it from? But we're going to get into that. Let me jump on the line right now. Wasted, what's good? It's been a minute since your last live, son. Now give me that damn content. Appreciate you, Black Sheep. Yo, my guy, versus Gold Raider. Salutation Wasted. So the other day I was listening to music and I swear I heard a song that sounded like you singing. I don't know if you can carry a tune, but that King Harvest, Dancing in the Moonlight. Yes, I can carry a tune, and it might have been me. My guy, Marvin Lewis in the place. Louis Molina, BJ100. Austin, OG Moore. My guy. Renildo Shee. Junior Land, Showtime Raider, Jeremiah Hernandez, the great and powerful Sniper Jones is in a place. Mad Mike, Desert Raider, Nation's Finest. Where you been, my guy? Man, he said, where your stash, though? Can't trust no man without a stash. All love Wasted. Listen, you know what happened to Wasted stash? Wasted messed up. And I cut everything off, bro. I messed up, brother. My brother, Intel, man, appreciate you, man. Always, fam, love and respect what y'all do. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you, man, for everything, too, my brother. My guy, Jonathan High Stakes Lamelli. How's it going, Wasted? Good to finally see you live. Hope everything is great for you and the fam. Everything is splendiferous, my guy. My brother, Okie Raiders in a place. And Docs, my guy, Graphic Raiders in a place to be. And guess what we are? We are straight out of Oak, Las Vegas. And if you have not gone and cop something from oaklasvegas.com, what in the HE double hot sticks are you waiting for? They have all kinds of Raider gear over there. It's unbelievable. Go over there and go cop as many t-shirts and coffee mugs and all kinds of things, man. Get yourself fresh for the Raiders. We got over 100 in the room. Get wasted this time. All right, my guy Big Mike is in the place. Now, guys, let me be honest with you. I am going to be honest with you guys. I'm getting a little worried. Now, we've beat this Josh Jacobs thing to death. We've beat it to a fine pace. And I said to myself, and pause if necessary. I said it to myself. I said, yo, you know what, man? I didn't want to talk about Josh anymore, bro. I didn't want to. I said, I'm sick of this shit. He signs, he doesn't. But now I am hearing, as per media outlets, that Josh Jacobs is quite possibly going to hold out into the first week of the season. Now, if that is happening, what is the Raiders' contingency plan? I've also heard reports out of the media that you got guys that are stepping up to the plate in this running back room. So what does this mean going forward, guys? Josh Jacobs holding out into the first game of the season kind of means that, to me, that the relationship is going to be beyond fixable. You know what I'm saying? And my worst fears might come true. I am going to say it right now. If Josh Jacobs is not playing for the Raiders by week 1, he will wind up getting traded. Because to me, the principle of the matter is going to outweigh the personal of the matter. I think this is getting into a personal space now. This man's future is on the line. He wants his bread. He's not playing any games. He ain't taking no shorts. They better get that money ready. Telling you, man. Telling you right now. Oh, no, I messed my mustache up. I shaved my beard off on purpose, but I messed my mustache up, bro. I cut it down. I cut it too low. I wanted to keep the stash, bro. I ain't want to cut off the mustache, brother. My guy, That Way Podcast. Sick of Josh. If he think he's so damn good, ask the Raiders for a trade to see how many teams trade for him and pay him. See, That Way Podcast. See, that's the thing you don't want to happen, bro. See, That Way, let me be honest with you, bro. As I sip my water. That Way, let me be honest with you, bro. This man led the league in rushing last year, bro. You act like Josh Jacobs is just some jabroni asking for money, bro. There is a huge difference between some of these other guys that are out there twisting in the wind and a guy who is 25 years old that is out there in his prime that just led the league in rushing for you. And this is a guy who hasn't had a lot of carries in college. He hasn't been beat on in college. All of the miles on Josh Jacobs are NFL miles. Brother, you don't want him to get out there in that open market, my brother. My guy LV is in a place to be. Everyone is showing up as they should. I appreciate it, my guy. Intel, what about the art? Oh, God damn it. What is going on here, man? I tell you what's going on here, Intel. Your boy is effing up right now. I just dropped my mouth. What about the article about our previous QB being salty? His wife cried. Have you seen that mess? What in the ovaries is going on? And I'm going to be honest with you, Intel. We are going to get into that. We're going to get into all the comings and goings that is going on in Raider Nation right now, man. We are definitely getting into that. But as of right now, I dropped my damn mouse, bro. And I have to get it. I don't know where the hell it went. Okay, there it is. All right, there we go. Oh, man, I tell you, they say it's like riding a bike. It is poppycock. I got to be on the air, boy. I ain't been on the air in a couple of days. I'm losing it. This JJ situation reminds me of the O-line situation from last year. Doesn't seem to make sense from the outside, but they know what they have in the building. Adriel Ramirez, listen, man, my thing is this. If they were willing to move on, they were willing to move on from Josh Jacobs, then what they should have done is they should have done that to begin with. You should not be sitting here waiting around if you know you have no intentions on being fair and paying him. They should have dealt him already. And I don't think you want to see what this offense looks like without having a top flight running back. I don't think you want to see that, bro. I don't think you want to see Jimmy Garoppolo without a top 8 rushing attack. I don't think you want to see that. I really don't, guys. And we've had this conversation, bro. We're not landing on Plymouth Rock here. There's nothing new to talk about, but it's always new. My guy, Nation's Finest, just had a baby. Now I'm engaged. Miss you guys for a while, but I'm back. Just didn't have the time to catch it live. Nation's Finest, brother. You ain't got to explain to us, brother. We happy you here in the physical, bro. Appreciate you. Congratulations on the baby. Congratulations on your engagement. Congratulations on everything you got going in life, man. I love to see that happening for young brothers such as yourself, man. Strong Dad June. Shout out to my guys, Men of Order. That Way Podcast. No smart organization pays a running back unless you Adrian Peterson in his prime, brother. Let me be honest with you, That Way Podcast. I think that is a load of trash. And I'm going to be honest with you. See, this is the thing that no one's talking about. This is the unpopular opinion. Everybody does this monkey see, monkey do shit in the National Football League. But I'm going to be honest with you. Everybody talks about winning Super Bowls, right? How do you get to win a Super Bowl from where the Raiders are now to where they're trying to get? You have to start winning, right? You have to have a winning organization. You have to stack some playoff wins. You got to have some credibility in the building. You got your program has to turn around, right? You get there from winning a decent amount of games this year, possibly next year. You can move into the future, bro. And that's how you get to the Super Bowl. You get it from stacking up good seasons. And the way you stack up good seasons is having Josh Jacobs in the building now. Now, will it not make sense for them to have Josh Jacobs in the building maybe 2 years from now? You kick the can down the road on that one. But this is a guy that is part of the solution, not part of the problem. That's exactly what this man is. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. This right here is the way you start losing the locker room. I should call this offseason how to lose a locker room in 100 days. Because that's exactly what's going to wind up happening. It doesn't make any sense, bro. And you say, yo, he had one elite season wasted. Bro, you know what's great about that? He hasn't had one elite season. He's had routinely great let's look at this, man. You got a lot of stats out there. You got a lot of talking heads out there. Josh Jacobs is top 10 all time in the, oh my God. I am losing all of my stuff here, man. But Josh Jacobs is a guy in the first few years of his career, he is in the top percentile. He's in probably the top 10 for the amount of time he's been in the National Football League. If you look at the careers of Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, all these great running backs, Josh Jacobs' numbers in the first few years of his career lines right up with theirs. So this is not a guy who's been pedestrian at all. My God, Big Time Willie, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, man, for always supporting the channel, Big Time. If we trade JJ, I'm facing a liter of Woodson whiskey. Watch Jerry Jones make a trade for him. He might, because listen, if there's any player that reminds me of Emmitt Smith, it is Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs seems like a more physically talented Emmitt Smith. He just seems like the guy that is always going to get his yards. He seems like the guy that everybody's always going to overlook, but he seems like a guy that's always going to be effective. Always going to be effective. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Ray Busby, Wasted, you're 100% right. Jacobs, it doesn't sign his tag by July 17th. We don't get a contract extension. The relationship might be beyond repair, and that is what you don't want. That is what you don't want. You guys, I'm going to be honest with you, man. We don't want a situation where Josh Jacobs is a malcontent because he carries so much weight in his locker room, and it's more about it's not about contracts, man. It's more about personal relationships. You have to have a locker room of men that move in the same direction. And you also have to have the leader of that locker room have credibility with these players. My guy, Sniper Jones, the comparison to Dalvin Cook is ridiculous to me. Dalvin Cook is going into year 7 and looking for a second contract. These two are not the same. Sniper Jones, that is a factory, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Content, as always. My guy, old school, 1961. I think the final straw for JJ was when they paid Myers $11 million, who had, what I have, 800 yards production to Josh's last year. He made the O-line look better than they actually are. Old school, that is a fact, bro. That is another dirty secret that nobody's talking about. Josh Jacobs was he was the eraser for this offense. He was the eraser for this team. It's unbelievable, man. It is unbelievable. 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 JJ, top 6 all-time in purpose yards under the age of 25. Pay the beast. I can't agree more, my guy, Jason Marshall. First and goal Raider. I agree with Graf. I like JJ a lot, but I love the Raiders. Sign the tag and get traded. You know what, first and goal Raider? That is one of, that is one of the things, bro, that I definitely don't agree with, bro. You don't get better by getting rid of good players that play well for you. You don't get rid of good players that have been durable for you. You damn sure don't get rid of good players who have gotten voted captain by the rest of their teammates. Now, listen, why wasn't everybody so rigid about Hunter Renfrow last year? This is a guy who can't tie Josh Jacobs' shoes, but you guys are willing to pay him more than Josh Jacobs? Give me a effing break. Give me a break. Raider Jimmy, salute Wasted and the rest of the Raiders fam. Raiders, my guy. My voice is fucked up. I'm sorry. That was a sorry Raiders right there, my guy. Robert Delavera. I think I fucked that up. Sorry, I got a little hooked on phonics right here, guys. Jacobs will sign the tag because that's the choice that he has. He won't leave money on the table, and that's that. See, Robert, I think that you are unequivocally wrong. This is about more than just money. It's about the principalities of this thing, bro. This thing you got to understand, man. It's about more than money for some of these guys. And these guys got endorsements and all kinds of shit going on. And he probably don't need much, bro. Don't think Josh Jacobs wasn't prepared for this. Don't think that he didn't have his finances in line to take on the responsibility of holding out. Don't ever think that. Goddamn, I gotta stop doing so much damn yelling. It's ridiculous, man. Y'all got me hyped. Y'all got me ill in here. Yo, we don't want to see a running back get stopped every 2 to 3 yards. They get Jacobs. It's a first down. Jacobs is a playmaker. That's right, bro. My guy, Sniper. This fan base needs to understand that we are running the team. We don't have a proven running back on this roster. Jimmy G needs a running game, period. And see, Sniper, what I've been trying to say about this is that other teams don't pay running backs, but the Raiders need Josh Jacobs more than other teams do. We do. He is the straw that stirs the drink in Las Vegas. He actually is that. And people need to realize that. All right, let's argue that way. I'd rather keep Carr than JJ, and I hate Carr, but he is more valuable. Bro, how is somebody who's throwing interceptions and turning the ball over more valuable than a guy winning you games and holding on to the football and running people's faces off and breaking defenses down? How is that possible, bro, at this point, and not making even a fucking eighth of what he was making, bro? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Yo, that's a bad take, my guy, that way. That's a bad take. Big Time Willie, if we trade JJ, we'll lose 90% of this fan base. Now, Big Time Willie, I have to disagree with you there, bro. I have to disagree with you. And you know why I got to disagree with you, bro? Because we are some sick puppies in Raider Nation. We love this team through and through, and they haven't given us a whole lot to cheer for, bro. They really haven't. They haven't given us a whole lot to cheer for, and we are just afflicted with this love for this team who doesn't love us back. When are y'all going? When I gotta ask the Raiders, front office, and I gotta ask, the people that are the tastemakers in Raider Nation, bro. When are they gonna start loving us back? Everybody talks about a winning culture, right? Winning teams do what's right for said team. Winning organizations understand the temperature in the room with certain players. Temperature in the room is this. You don't sign this guy, you have a major, major, major issue, man. Major issue. All he got to do is turn in for work. Chuck, see, it's a little different than that, bro. Look, man, they have his bird rights, but he has the right to negotiate. Now, see, myself, always been in the union environment, right? He has the right to negotiate, bro. He has a certain amount of leverage. He needs to maximize his leverage. Everybody wants to be hardcore and armchair GM, like these guys don't have families, like these guys don't have bills. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys have, more time than they do. Like youth is on his side now. Then what's going to happen in a year or two? They're going to say he's older. He's 27. He's close to 30. He's too old. We can't pay him. Nah, bro. And these are the same people that sit up there and watch a mediocre ass quarterback like Kirk Cousins have a guaranteed damn near $200 million contract. And nobody bats a fucking eye just because he's a quarterback. What about paying players that are good at what they do? What about that? I don't understand why nobody talks about people paying people who are actually good at what they do. You get motherfuckers who sit up here, excuse my language, I don't mean to be MFing. If the kiddies are watching on the West Coast, I'm sorry. Because I know it's about 5 o'clock almost out there. Wasted I normally go earlier than this, but I needed a nap, man. Your brother Wasted is getting a little old. A little older too. I needed a nap. So we came on a little later today. I hope I didn't disturb y'all all. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. We don't question organizations for paying middling bad quarterbacks. We pay quarterbacks all the time for potential or just by virtue of the fact that he was drafted by us. Ooh. Right? But we don't pay a guy who leads the league in his prospective field. And he's young and relatively healthy. Give me a fucking break. Sean, high stakes, Holmgren, I got your message, bro. We don't sign Josh Jacobs, the locker room will be lost by week 1. Sends a terrible message to the locker room. Sean, you ain't never lied about that. Look, when you got guys like Devontae Adams coming up behind Josh Jacobs after he goes crazy and goes like this, you can't come to them and say it's a commitment to excellence, bro. Are we talking about excellent bookmaking? Are we talking about excellent play on the field? Are we really trying to win? Are we really trying to win, or are we trying to save some dollars? We're not a fucking accounting firm. We're a football team. You can make that contract work now because we don't have a top flight quarterback on this roster. We have a roster full of fucking rookies. So we're like, oh, we might have to pay a pass rusher. Paid the pass rusher. We got a rookie on the other side of him. And that rookie's going to be on the other side of him in perpetuity, at least for the next 2 years, because you got to see if that shit works out. You have an aging pass rusher whose numbers are coming off the book very, very soon. So if you got to bring in another guy, you bring the other guy in. It's ridiculous. He can make his point from inside the organization, or he can make his point outside the organization. He made his point inside the organization. Came in here, they put him in and tried to embarrass him last year. He ran through a mother effer's face last year in pre-freaking season. Then commences to bust ass in the NFL. Like Busta Rhymes would say. Shout out to Busta Rhymes. He bumper clock. He busted ass. Ran out there, led the league in rushing. He already showed them. He made his point last year. On the field, bruh. On the field. Being a leader. In the locker room. When some people who are getting paid $40 million couldn't do that. There's some people who curred out. There's some people who couldn't take criticism. There's some people who are complaining about people crying and all this shit, this peripheral stuff. There's some people, when they got benched, who didn't show up and they were getting paid. And you talk about Josh Jacobs. You should be ashamed of yourself, Chuck Taylor. Shamed. Disgust me, Chuck. I do not want to see him going. But he's playing that game called getting to the bag. He is playing that game. He is getting to the Louis. He's getting to the Gucci. He's getting to the Hermes, bro. He getting to the baggery, bro. Cut it out. My guy. Raider man. $5 holler. Appreciate you, bro. Wasted. Can't see us letting JJ walk. With everything we did from draft to free agency, we just can't let JJ walk. No way. It could set us back years, and that is the way I'm feeling, bro. Listen, I have my finger on the pulse of this team, bro. I live and breathe this team as all of you do. And I've seen a lot of football in my life, and I understand when players are essential. Listen, you guys have heard wasted talent. And I'm going to talk about myself in the third person. Since I've come into this Raider YouTube world, be very pragmatic. You have heard me say, hey, man, you know what? Darren Waller, you're not cutting the mustard. I don't care how much. I don't care what a star you can go. Y'all have heard me say that about our all-time leading passer. One of the most beloved Raiders, was one of my favorite Raiders until, recent times, in Derek. I said, you know what? It's time for him to get the F out of here. You guys heard me say that I didn't want to pay Hunter Renfrow, and we should have paid Josh Jacobs. I was also a guy who said, yo, you know what? Unless Josh Jacobs leads the league in rushing, he can go. Comes in and leads the league in rushing. He shut me up. Guys, trust me. You can mark it down, take a picture. This will be one of the big mistakes in the history of the Raiders if they don't bring this guy in. Huge mistake. Team Raider, what it is. Facts, brother, wasted. Look no further than number 26, Saquon Barkley. In the next 2 weeks, we will know if the Raiders want to win, or is the league against the running back. Now, see this. That's the problem with this shit, bro. The problem with this is that you have kind of a group economics kind of thing going on in the NFL that I don't like. And I saw this with the Lamar Jackson contract. Everybody in the National Football League was trying to make sure that the Ravens didn't jump out the windows in the way the Browns did. Now, the Browns have been vilified. They have been motherfucked by every team in the NFL because they paid Deshaun Watson an ungodly amount of money. They gave the man a guaranteed contract, and you got to understand something about the NFL and contracts. Contracts are precedent. They're precedent. They set precedent. Past practice, right? That's what all of this, the bargaining chips, goes off of. The numbers, the age, the comparison between both players of congruent kind of metrics and age and stuff like that. So the next guy that comes behind Josh going to want more. So they're all trying to set the market. But the problem is that salary cap is going to take an exponential jump because they got all that money from YouTube. NFL season tickets on YouTube. Now they just struck a deal today where they're going to allow DirecTV to keep the red zone. So that's more money coming in. And that's going to be a piece that goes back to the salary cap and to the players. There's more money than ever coming into the National Football League. So why has the NFL red circled the running back position like they don't do any damn thing? Sean Johnson, the official but unofficial producer of Raider Nation Unlimited. Salute Wasted. Do you think this is more about the front office of the running back market and not the front office doing him dirty? If this was another position, I think we would not be having this debate. Bro, Sean, and that's what I just was saying, bro. This is a group economics, group think kind of thing. I think the owners and the front offices of the NFL have this unspoken coup on the running back position. And I think it's a fucking joke. That Way Podcast. Zamir White can be better. How do you know that? How do you know that? There's a lot of people that can be better, right? But is it likely? Is it likely? At this juncture, I couldn't tell you that. Now, let me be honest with you. Now, say, for instance, we're in the same situation that the Minnesota Vikings were in, right? Minnesota Vikings had a star running back in Dalvin Cook. They had Madison, right? Backing him up. And Dalvin Cook spent a lot of time on the injured list. Madison came in and did a hell of a job. He actually did a better job. And you know what? The Minnesota Vikings said, man, what are we going to pay Dalvin Cook for? Pay this guy, right? Let's get him out of here. Madison could come in and start. He can give us close. He can fly close to the sun. It's close enough to the sun that we can stomach not having Dalvin Cook here paying him all of that money. We don't have that situation here, bro. We got some uncooked chicken in the locker room, bro. Uncooked. There's a Raider. We are not the Queefs. They have a few deficiencies and can cover them up with a second-tier running back. And the reason why there's a Raider is that the Chiefs have the toppest of top-tier quarterbacks. They have the quarterback of this generation. Not one of the quarterbacks of this generation, the quarterback of this generation. So, of course, they can do that. And that is the prism that I think this organization needs to realize, yo. 12 ain't under center for us, bruh. Prime Tom Brady do not play for this team, bruh. So you can't just let great players go out of the right. Bill Belichick is finding out now. That whole no-name defense, low budget, bargain basement shopping for offensive players, that shit ain't working, bruh. It ain't working because you ain't got 12 under center. So you better go out there and get the best players as possible. And they better understand that. The great and powerful hot Beavers. Wasted. Did you see the list of starting running backs from Super Bowl winning teams since 2009? No expensive back, just average salaries, less than $4 million. Now, see, hot Beavers, this is why I'm going to take that metric and shoot that metric to hell. You talk about a Super Bowl? Let's make the fucking playoffs first. Let's make the playoffs and let's win some playoff games. We ain't won a playoff game in God knows how long. Let's win a fucking playoff game first. Can we do that? Hot Beavers, can we win a playoff game? You guys fucking kill me, bro. You guys are talking about a Super Bowl, bro? A Super Bowl? Let's have an over 500 record first. You guys, look, we're building the foundation of a winner right now. Equinox up, right? Raider Equinox. Raider Equinox starts and begins with having good players now. Now, when you get into a Super Bowl situation or when you have a quarterback or you have a competitive team like that and you're right at the precipice of bringing in them guys that are going to get you over the hump, then you restructure Josh Jacobs. Or then you cut him and you do this, you do that. But as of now, once you get that quarterback that you know is the fucking man, then you do that. You don't do that now, bro. You pay the guys that you need to pay to keep this ball rolling and keep the talent in the building, bro. Because believe you me, the AFC is no country for old men. The AFC is going to be it is going to be a dog fight and a half for us to get and make a playoff spot. Bro, just look at our division, bro. You got 3 Pro Bowl quarterbacks in our division. There's only 4 teams in our division. We the only ones who don't have. And look, Russell Wilson is no longer a Pro Bowler, but he was. Justin Herbert. I mean, Patrick Holmes, for God's sakes. Think about this, right? Then you go into, the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen. Down there in the AFC South, you got Sunshine, Ronnie Bass down there. Trevor Lawrence is down there, bro. Then you go look, you want to talk about an old dog learning new tricks? He don't need to learn new tricks. All you got to do is do all the old ones, throw touchdowns. His name is Aaron Rodgers, and he's right there in the AFC East. Tua turn the ball over ain't so bad. Down there in Miami, if he's not oodles or noodles. You guys got to realize something, bro. Shit is real. Lamar Action Jackson is playing for the Ravens. And he's balling. And guess what? Deshaun Watson is in the AFC. Need I say more? We even got the young pup. We got to see what CJ's like. AFC guy. Shit is real. Shit is really, really real. I'm going to start calling this podcast Shit is Real. Because it is. John High Stakes Parker. What it is. Will I go, the Titan? So now we got the money, right? He could. Hey, John Parker, I don't know what in the mother F you're talking about. You need to type that over again, bro. McDaniels wanted to tank. Even when Carr and Jacobs played well, he went away from him. Look at that OTTD run against the Seahawks. McDaniels was pissed. I think that is conjecture, black magic. And I think that, bro, look, man, when you see a camera angle, if you have something in your mind and your heart, I can have this look on my face right there. And you could say he was pissed. You don't know what was happening on the sideline, neither do we. You don't know. I don't know if they were going to tank. I don't think tanking is a thing, man, when it comes to these guys. Because if they wanted to tank, bro, be honest with you, they probably would have set Carr down a lot earlier. Then they would have started putting rookies in and stuff like that. So, man, I don't subscribe to that school of thought, my brother. I'm going to be honest with you. Just a thought. They signed JJ. How are they going to bring in more expats? Old school. You are a devout Patriot hater, and I respect your gangster. That Way Podcast. No, I don't. I act like Josh Jacobs is Josh Jacobs, bro. And that's enough. That's enough, bro. I act like he's Josh Jacobs, bro. Always remember that. The guy's a special back. Don't try to diminish him because the media has told you that you can't pay a running back and you're running with it. Don't diminish him, brother. Come on now. Come on now there, Florida. Oh, my God. If we trade JJ, 90% of the fan base will lose respect for the leadership of this team. Bro, people already have. We don't have any, bro, we're important, bro. But in the grand scheme of what they do in that building, we ain't important, bro. Them guys that suit up and put on that damn helmet and put on shoulder pads, those are the guys that really need to buy in. We don't need to buy in because if we win, we going to fall in line. The minute we start winning, we all going to fall in line, bro. Let's be for real here, man. Thoughts on your Hey, Dub, I didn't see your previous comment. Put it up again. I might read it, but I don't know, man. You are looking like a living big toe. And I don't like looking at your face, Rob. No, I'm kidding, right? Hey, Rob, put that back up. I got you, bro. Read it. I'll read it. It's all to the freaking good. My brother, Intel in a place. JJ needs the bag. He's earned it. $13 million a year, 3 years, and a 4th-year team option. Listen, this is a man that is speaking my language, bro. 13 and a half. Boom, done. Let's get it done. Why effing not? Why not? Kung Lo, you know it. It is definitely a splendiferous occasion. Ed High Stakes, BUTTS. I feel like McDaniels really doesn't give a F because he didn't draft Josh. Honestly, he didn't F with Josh last preseason, and I don't think last year changed that, even though through JJ made him look stupid. Bro, look, I'm going to be honest with you, dog. Look, man, I think we're putting out a lot of conjecture. Now, that's your opinion. We all got our opinion. We don't know. But what I'll tell you is, if that is the prism that he's viewing this from, just because he didn't draft him, bro, that means that he should not be coaching anywhere. He shouldn't be coaching a fucking Pop Warner team if a guy is that damn good and you don't want him just because you ain't drafted him. Real shit, Ed. Like, if I hope you wrong, bro. Because if that's what's going on here, bro, this guy needs to be ran out of here the first thing smoking. And everybody knows wasted talent is a guy who supports Josh McDaniels. I've always supported him. I want to see him do well because he is our coach. But if he is doing that kind of shit, that means he is not equipped to be a head coach at all, ever. My God. Raider fans suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. This front office better get this right, or it's time to get rid of the GM and the effing coach. That is a fact. It's a fact, bro. Shit is going real in here, man. Josh, my guy, trolling. Graphic Raider, Zeus time, Sincere time, Britton Brown time. No, it's time for y'all to kick rocks with that. My guy, El Rocket, what it is. Appreciate the $2 super chat, man. You keeping the lights on the Raider Nation Unlimited. Ain't alive without acknowledge me. My dog, man. El Rocket in the place. Raider man, Raider news. We have 3 proven stars on our team. We need all of them to be successful this season. Josh Jacobs is essential to our locker room. That is music to my ears. This is a man who knows football. My brother Hug D's, what it is. Teams around the NFL look for players to be dogs and crush the ceiling of expectations, only to F around with them in contract years. Pisses me off. Pisses me off too. And then they pay middling, bullshit-ass quarterbacks all kinds of ungodly money. It's ridiculous. They pay them off of potential. Daniel Jones did okay last year, but he got the bag off of potential, bruh. Potential. Man's hit that water like a rapper forgetting his battle lines. Nah, man, your brother is dehydrated like a mug, man. OJ Raider. Imagine disputing a contract, then sitting out a year. So imagine it. Because sometimes it's about principle. Now, I don't know whether he's going to sit out a year, bro, and I hope he doesn't. But, man, if you have a guy who is disgruntled playing for the team, that can't be good, bro. I don't want him having to come here because he got a gun to his head, bro. I want him to willingly come into camp and be a positive role model and help get these guys to the next level. And maybe in a year or two, we can discuss whether we need Josh in a year or two. But this year, we need him, bro. Let's get the guy in camp. Let's let him be an example and a leader to the young running backs we got on the roster. Let's get them guys ready to roll. But it's time, man. Robert Delaveraria. Wasted you selling wolf tickets, plain and sick. I think you're selling wolf tickets, Robert. Because if you don't think that we need that level of player on this team, I'm not buying what you're selling. I'm not buying what you're selling, bro. What wolf ticket am I selling? What am I saying to you? I'm saying that we need a great running back on this roster because we have a middling quarterback. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I wonder about some of y'all, man. I wonder. Todd 0864, trade Jacobs unless you have ESP and predict he could play as long as the great Emmitt Smith, which we can't. So trade. What's the average running back career this year? 2.5 years? To business. Players know. Todd, you know what's funny? Everybody talks about how much of a business. Everybody's so hardcore, right? Everybody wants to trade guys that are playing well for you. But then you guys are the same ones who used to sit up here and argue me every week to keep a quarterback who was playing bad. Same fucking people. I remember arguing me up and down to keep a guy turning the ball over and fumbling and crying and acting like a bitch. You get a guy that plays like a dog, now you can't pay him. Now it's not possible for you 2 years from now to revisit that contract and make it more advantageous to the team. That ain't possible, huh? Give me a fucking break, man. Wait with the break. Wait, so we've talked so much about JJ, but I want to know how you're feeling about Tyree's injury. We're going to get into that, bro. We are going to get into that. We're about to switch speeds. I think we've beat this Josh Jacobs thing to freaking death. Wasted. What is the NFLPA saying or doing about this running back situation? Have you guys reached out to somebody in FLPA? You know what, man? I've been trying to get some kind of reprieve and trying to get some kind of connection with some of these guys because they're not doing a whole lot. I mean, I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, bro. They should be standing around these players instead of supporting a construct that is segregating one group of players. The union should be all over this. This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Loon, what's up, bro? Loons and Tez, pale, high stakes moon. My God, King 85. What it is, King? Thank you for the $10 super, man. Wasted. It really sucks JJ is playing in this era, but it is what it is. Teams have all the leverage until players step up and strike to get rid of that tag. It's going to continue to be ugly. King, or what you can do is you could be a Josh Jacobs and you can stand your ground and hold out. Hold this team's feet to the fire, bro. That's what you can do. I'm hoping he doesn't hold out, but it's looking like he's going to do that. I really do, bro. Here we go. I said, I don't think the insiders really know what's going on. They don't. Also, I don't think Josh is going to sit out because why would he go through the hassle to change his number just to sit out? Stranger things have happened. We also thought, why would Antonio Brown come to the Raiders and he really wants to be traded? Why would he do this? He wants to play for us. Right? Remember that? Why would Josh McDaniels sign Darren Waller and sign Hunter Renfrow if he was willing to keep them? If he wasn't willing to keep them, he must want them here. They must be a big part of the team. He just said it was a big part of it. They were a big part of their plans. 3 days later, traded. Listen, man, the only thing that's for sure in the NFL, as the great Stinger says, WCW wrestling great, nothing's for sure. Benched and released Carr, traded on his honeymoon. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen. I just said that, man. I just said that. Now, guys, let's really, we got over 280 in the room, guys. Man, get wasted with your brother Wasted, man. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing, bro. But be honest with you guys, I read the story about Derek Carr, and I have to say, yawn. I didn't really want to bring up the whole Lord Voldemort talk. I didn't want to do it, man. I didn't want to do it, but you guys asked me, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it very, very briefly. We will not spend more than 4 minutes talking about this guy. Here we go. In an article, shout out to Raider Wire. Shout out to Raider Wire. Shout out to Levi Damien. I got to get back into writing, man. I've had a very, very busy few weeks, man. And Planet Raiders has been barren. And let me tell y'all something. Shout out to Planet Raiders. You guys got to go over there. There has not been any new content this week. But guess what? That is a personal challenge. I'm saying this on the air. Wasted will be back grinding away with Planet Raiders, man. But let's get back to the article. Derek Carr blames turnover of coaches for his Raider failings of the past 9 years. Now, we're not going to get into that, bro. We're going to get into what he was saying, bro, about his wifey. And we're going to keep it moving because I really don't care, man. Now, I don't know if you guys can see what I see because I haven't shared my screen, but I'm going to read it for you. Carr got his feelings hurt and used that as a reason to do what we all knew he would do back when he claimed he would retire before playing for another team. He wanted to play for another team. And if his feelings weren't hurt enough, he used his wife's empathy to justify it. Once they made my wife cry, that was pretty much over, he said. Once they made her cry, that was out. But that love for my teammates was probably would have made me do it. But the way it worked out and the timing of things, it was It was just time for me to move on. But who knows? You never know what will happen. I think he's changed his statement about 5 times. And look, guys, let me tell you something. Look, this is the last time on this show that we're going to talk about this fucking guy. Fuck him. He's a Saint now. Let's move on. You guys want to talk about it? I'm going to let you guys speak on this, man. But you know what, man? Fuck that guy. This is a guy who was, crying like a little bitch. Crying like a little girl. Crying. Listen, man, we don't need anybody under the center like that here, man. I don't give a damn. We got Jimmy GQ, Jimmy Hub, Porno Jimmy, whatever the F, right? I cannot have anybody talking that kind of nonsense being under center for the Raiders, that weak sucker bullshit. And, man, the next time y'all hear anybody mention this effing loser, man, y'all know what I got to say.
Angry man, what you doing here? Man, set your ass down.
You damn right. Set your ass down, man. I care about what you like. Ooh, my wife gurgle. Get the fuck out of here, man. What the F does that have to do with anything? F out of here. Got me ill in here. Shit. Ruben Russ, my guy, $4.99 super. Running back production is easily replaced. How are we mad at the front office for not picking up a 5th-year option after an 800-yard season? Unbelievable, bro. But yeah, man, get the F out of here. Jerome, High Stakes Clemens. I've been wanting to get rid of Carr. We on the same train, bruh. I'm talking about, man. Charles Washington. Bad advice, bad advice, bad advice. Jacobs is getting. I don't know about that, man. He got to do what he got to do, man. Respect the process, bro. Respect the process, man. My guy, top beats in the place, Big Mike. My man is driving. Yo, drive safely, Top. We good, man. We good, man. I got this, bro. Big Mike Raider is in a place to be. It's crazy how today's fan has been programmed to value a middle-of-the-road QB over a top 5 running back in this league. It's unreal. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That is what I'm talking about. But let's get back to this, man. Right. I'll retire Raider. First chance he get to fuck us over, he does and blames his wife. What a fucking loser. F him. F him. Raiders don't cry because they lose. They get even. New Zealand Raider. Man, I felt that, man. Felt that, bro. That's right. And he straight robbed us of a pick. F him. F him. Now, guys, let's get into this Tyree Wilson thing, man. I've been hearing a lot of positive things about Tyree Wilson. I've been hearing that, his classroom work is unmatched and all of this stuff. But I haven't heard about him being on the goddamn field. What the F is going on here? Listen, Wasted will not go nuclear. Tyree Wilson, come out wherever you are. But let me tell you something, bro. If this guy is not, if he's not here in another 2 weeks, out there with pads on playing, I'm going to lose my shit, and it is going to be a meltdown of epic proportions. You've never seen Wasted meltdown like this. You've never seen it. I'm telling you right now, I don't want to hear a damn thing about this guy. I was such a great pick. That the mother effer better be on the field. Charles Washington, you already know old number 4 couldn't hold his water. Doesn't have the killer we always wanted. And that's why I hope that when he gets to the Saints, somebody slams him on his back like the jabroni he is no longer a Raider until he retires. Now, when he becomes a Raider, I will welcome him back into Raider Nation with open arms. But as long as he plays for another team, F him. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't need people getting upset at me over our former quarterback. F him. Jesse Bam Torres, the great and powerful. What up, Wasted Raider Nation? Thank you for the $2 super, my brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Tyree will be fine. So says you, Todd. So says you. He better be playing. And, my guy Hug D's is 100% on board. Wilson better play. I'm 100% on that. I am going to go fucking ape shit. I have not heard anything. I'm not going to be up here capping to y'all. I ain't heard shit. Only thing I've heard is he's doing really great in the locker room and he's doing great in the classroom, just the same way I heard that the new running backs, Britton Brown and Sincere McCoy, these guys are doing great. They're going to do great things. It's all smoke. God damn it. I need to see the proof in the tapioca pudding. I don't know if I want it to be tapioca. Pause. God. What the hell's going on? My guy, Austin Akbar. You won't be the only one wasted. Lose their beans if our Wilson isn't out there. Listen, bro, we're going to go crazy. My guy, I was talking about Carr with that statement wasted, not Josh. I know, bro. That's what I was talking about, too. Jerome, come on, dog. We be on the same sheet of music, my brother. I know, bro. Christoph, did you say F him on Khalil Mack? No. Where the hell you get Khalil? We talking about, did I say Gruden? Did I say F Gruden? Yeah, F him. Jaffe Jofa, my guy. How do you feel about Jimmy G? Listen, man, I feel positive about Jimmy Garoppolo if you give him the proper things around him. He's a guy who can manage the game. Is he going to be Dan Marino? No. Right? But is he going to be a fucking scrub? No. Is it going to be Jamarcus Russell? No. If your goal is to buy a house, you don't get an expensive car note. That's a depreciating asset like running backs. You don't pay the outlier production in the contract year. Proper asset allocation wins rings. Now, see, bro, the thing is that they're not even going out there and allocating it. So what you're telling me, T. Severe, is just don't pay Josh Jacobs. Get him out of here. Because if you're going to take that approach, you should have traded him already and should have gotten something for him this offseason. Maybe you could have, finagled a first-round pick in next year's draft. Maybe you can you can draft your quarterback, right? But for this team, you really can say with a straight face that you don't pay him. Now, bro, ain't nobody saying pay him $20 million. We're saying pay him. Now, let's because I'm into the house game too. Let's talk about it, right? If your goal is to own a house, right? And you want to make sure that everything goes right when you buy that house, you have a home inspection, correct? So you can have a warranty. And that you can make sure that all the nuts and the bolts and all the important pieces of this home, said home, are good. Or you can waive the home inspection. I think Josh Jacobs is a home inspection. He is guaranteeing that you are going to be able to move the football at a subsistent level. That's what he is, bro. Mark McDaniels made Carr wife cry, or she cried because her husband was weak and got benched. I think that Heather Carr cried because her quarterback is a fucking scrub. My guy, old school, 1961. Well, QB salary is taking up a big chunk of the cap. When we finally get one ourselves, they'll be making $75 million a year, and we'll have to put a Hammer and Andy at guard to afford them. Now, see, the thing about it is when we get a quarterback, then you get rid of him. Then I have no problem with it because you have a quarterback that can cover up for the deficiencies all over the offense. But we don't have that now. We have a guy that's dependent on having a special running back behind him. And then you got to realize something too, man. You put these young guys out there, you don't know how well they're going to block. We got a vet that can block. Remember that. I'm not like other delusional Raider fans who think winning the Super Bowl every year, but this year feels different. Our defense will be better. If Jimmy stays on the field, we're getting a win in the POs. And Joe Jackson, I believe that this team can be good this year. I believe this team can move this team in a direction that nobody's expecting, bro. I really believe that. I believe this team can get over 500 and push for a playoff spot or maybe get to the playoffs if they have all their ducks in a row. But there are too many young players on this roster that we're dependent on. And Josh is one that we don't have to depend on the guys behind him because he's here. Bring the guy in. Mark Davis complains about away fans showing up. Well, better put a product on a damn field. Josh, that's a fact, bro. I can't argue with you. I'm a Mark Davis supporter, but I can't argue with you. You can't give people chicken shit and think they're going to show up in that expensive-ass stadium. This ain't Oko, bro. This definitely ain't Oko. You guys are arguing in the chat. Come on, man. We ain't winning a Super Bowl as currently constructed. And that's the thing. So for you to get to the point to win a Super Bowl, you got to start stacking some fucking wins, man. Guys, listen, I think I'm going to put a pin in this. This is the third Josh Jacobs episode. I don't think we're going to talk about it no more because it's making me mad. It's giving me anxiety. It's pissing me off. I wanted to tap in with y'all. You know, you need your Raider news. We are going to be back at it every damn day. It doesn't matter whether there's a whole lot of Raider news. We're going to give you whatever's out there. We're going to be here for you. We know you need your fix. I need my fix to talk to my people. I love all of y'all. Man, this is always a wonderful, wonderful time. And I forgot the wasted word of the damn day. I'm effing up. The wasted word of the day is valetudinarian, a person of weak or sickly constitution, especially one whose chief concern is his or her ill health. Valetudinarian, the wasted word of the day. And my chief concern is that this Josh Jacobs situation is making my health bad and is making me ill, and they need to sign this man. It's time. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Loom. Unfortunately, T. Severe, the Raiders can't afford the Carr note, JJ, because they sold the house, Carr, and are looking for a new house. Thank you, Loon. Appreciate you, brother. That was a stone cold lead pipe fact if I've ever seen one. If you can guarantee me that Josh will do what he did last year, then pay the man. But you can't. It's ironic. He did the same thing with the best wide receiver in the league. 12 year in the match. Bro, he don't have to do the same thing. He just has to be good. And he has to rush over 1,000 yards. He don't have to do exactly the same thing, bro. He's got to approach that shit. My God, thank you, man. Rise and Wasted, thanks for bringing the wisdom. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, man. Joe Jackson, of course, we're not Super Bowl ready. Yo, just yet. But that's why we take it one step at a time. We make the playoffs. We get our first playoff win in a long time. We go from there. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, my Lord. And I just been yelling like a maniac, guys. Listen, man, I love all of y'all. Y'all have a terrific night. Thank you, guys, man. This has been a splendiferous occasion. We will be back this week. I got some shorts coming out. We're going to be hitting Planet Raiders hard. We are going to be doing a Built Different this week. And also, guys, stay tuned. Thursday night, we have a Oakland media legend coming on the show. We have Zenny Abraham coming on Raider Nation Unlimited, coming on the Oak Las Vegas Network. Myself and Graphic Raider will be interviewing Zenny Abraham. Y'all pull up. We're going to get into what happened with the Coliseum, what's going on in Oakland at large. I know we got a lot of people from the town. We wanted to give y'all that in the offseason. You know what I mean? Because that's something that, you know, we can all dig our teeth into. We can ask some great questions. Man, it's a guy who has a lot of insight into the Oakland sports scene, and we're going to get into it on Thursday night. Y'all be blessed. Love all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. Big Tone, appreciate you, my guy. Thank y'all, man. Y'all have a terrific, terrific night, and I am out of here like yesterday. Oh, my God. I forgot, man.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Damn right, man. The price has gone up exponentially because these Raider streets are empty and we keeping these Raider streets fed, man. Y'all have a great night. Peace.
Peace.